Jenny. Good to see you. Please, have a seat.
Thanks. Thanks for seeing me.
Oh, of course. I'm glad you contacted me.
I hope it's okay.
Oh, of course. Now, how can I help you?
Well,
Go ahead.
I don't know how.
It's okay. I know it's hard.
It's just, I've never had to talk to anyone before.
Well, it takes a lot of courage, and you're doing fine. Please, take your time.
Thank you, Anne. You're so kind. I know I've only been coming to your church for a couple months now, but I feel you may get it, be able to help.
It's my job as the pastor's helpmate. It's a role I gladly take.
My husband, Matt.
Yes, didn't you say you were just married just last April? The first year of marriage is a difficult one.
That's the thing, it has been hard. That's what I want to talk about.
Go ahead, I'll help if I can.
I want to be a good wife,
Of course you do.
but sometimes I do things that make him mad.
What do you mean?
I try to do things the right way, but I just can't seem to get it right.
Well, nobody's perfect.
I know that. He doesn't seem to know it. He expects me to be perfect.
I'm sure that's not so.
But it seems like it. I'll cook a nice meal, everything's fine, but he finds the one little thing he doesn't like. I just can't do it right.
Every wife has those moments when he says things he doesn't mean. Have you tried talking to him about this?
Yes. He says it's no big deal, but then it happens again. The other day, I came home from work. I get home about 30 minutes before. Started dinner. I thought we'd agreed that morning that we'd make a chicken pan down with some vegetables. Came home, he had stopped and picked up tacos. He was mad and said he wanted to surprise me. Apparently, we hadn't talked about it. He was mad and went upstairs. Apparently, he'd eaten some on the way home. So I cleaned up the food I was making and ate cold tacos by myself. He was mad the rest of the night and he hardly talked to me. What's wrong with me?
That just sounds like a misunderstanding. When my husband and I were first married, he'd have these little outbursts, but he always apologized afterwards. A repentant heart, so important. So I learned to watch for those little outbursts, manage them. I learned not to take them so personal. That small change helped me to let go of my anger, accept him as the whole package, good and bad.
Maybe, but it's happening all the time. I think I'm doing what he wants and he's just disappointed. What's wrong with me?
Oh, Jenny, there's nothing wrong with you. You're fine, honey. This is just a difficult time.
There's something wrong with me. I'm so stupid.
You're not stupid. You're just new at this.
No, there's something wrong with me. He's so sweet. When we were dating, he loved to give me gifts and would do anything for me. He treated me like a princess.
And then?
Then things changed. When we got engaged, he started pointing out things I could do better, like wearing more modest clothes, how I wore my hair. He likes things just so. I mean, it wasn't a big deal. I wanted to please him.
Wanted to be a good helpmate.
I can't get it right. It's like he doesn't like me anymore. It's like he doesn't see me as a person, but as a slave or a pet.
You tried praying about this.
Yes, but it doesn't seem to matter.
Now, prayer isn't an instant fix. It just opens the door for God to change us from the inside.
I don't feel I can change anymore. I've tried being what he wants, but I can't do it. I wonder if I should divorce before it gets worse. I mean, that's what some people have said.
Oh, no, that's not the answer. We must protect our marriage. It's a gift. It's not jump so quickly. As a helpmate, a wife is to make her home a haven from the hostility of the outside world.
I've tried, but he just brings the hostility in with him. And besides, we both work, so why is it my job to care for
Well, in today's world, oftentimes both husband and wife do need to work, but that doesn't change the essence of the role of our marriage.
that? I know he loves me, and I love him, but I don't always feel it.
Well, feelings can be so fickle.
He's so charming and giving, and my heart just swells up, but then he gets so.
It must be very hard, but a gentle word turns away wrath. Sometimes we are called to give extra grace.
But should it go both ways? He doesn't give me any grace, not even for the smallest things. The other day, he got mad because the fancy wanted work clean. I mean, it was the day before I do laundry. He knows when I do laundry. There were others he could have worn. He yelled for 30 minutes. I mean, I don't know how I could have known that he wanted to wear them. I mean, should I?
You can just do your best. Marriage is about accepting the whole package.
Accepting the whole.
Yes, everyone has good and bad.
But some things are not acceptable.
But not in the essence of the big picture of life.
But some things are not acceptable. I'm supposed to accept all that yelling? Those insults?
No, you work on it. How you respond can change him.
I've always been told I can't change other people.
Well, people do change in response to others.
But isn't that manipulative? I want to be honest with you.
When you bring grace and peace into the home, into a relationship, others feel it, and it's contagious.
I'm just tired. No.
I know it can be exhausting.
I just want my home to be my haven too, but I'm always walking on eggshells. I never know when it will explode.
We must be prepared in season and out to show the love of God.
How? How do I do that? I don't know what else to do.
Be patient. He's young. You're both young.
It's so hard. Marriage shouldn't be this hard.
Learning to truly love someone takes skills that are difficult. It is very difficult to love. Men are just wired that way. They must grow into their patience, kindness, and self-control.
Self-control? He's constantly telling me to control myself. If I get too emotional, control yourself. But he's the one who can't control his tongue or his anger. And I'm the one with the control problem. For crying, I can't stop myself. It hurts. He says it's because he's passionate. And I know he is, but he says he loves me. And that's why he gets so jealous. But I don't know what I did.
Men are like that. As he matures, he will learn to let go of his anger. Some things we just have to wait out patiently.
He says the meanest things. At least once a week he'll accuse me of looking at other men. I have no clue where he gets that idea. I don't talk to other men. Not even at church. I don't care.
Well, it's good to build a hedge around marriage. Yes, a hedge of confrontation, protection.
I suppose Mac has done a great job there. I can't really talk to much of anyone. He doesn't even know I've come to talk with you. I mean, I trust you, but he doesn't want me to air our dirty laundry. I hardly even talk to my mom.
Everyone needs a support system.
It just makes it more mad.
You need to be talking to him about this. As he's the head of the household, you need to follow his lead, but you should be talking to him about your needs of friends, of support.
Yeah. Since we got married, I haven't seen my girlfriends much. And my everything. I love them so much. And I want to be there for them. I want to be the perfect wife.
Well, nobody's perfect.
I try really hard.
You need to follow his lead. You need to keep speaking to him about this. As head of a household, he can't make good decisions for both of you. He doesn't know what you need.
I'll try.
Be patient with him.
Yeah.
Remember why you married him to begin with. Forgiveness has no end. 70 times 7.
Think so?
Yes. Forgiveness is that special little miracle that happens every day.
Even when he calls me all those terrible names.
Especially then. That is our calling. Christ models it on the cross when he says, forgive them. They know not what they do.
But didn't he also get angry and turned over the tables in the temple? Didn't he say this behavior is not acceptable?
That's an interesting thought. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that.
That's all right. I should be going to sit down.
It's been good talking to you. I hope it's helped.
Yeah, I think so. It's giving me some things to think about and maybe some things to try and help.
So I've found that forgiveness and acceptance is an important part of my coping.
Think that I'm still working on a lot of things.
No matter what, Jen, I want you to remember that you are loved and you are lovable. Always remember that.
Can I ask you one more thing?
Of course, please sit down.
A friend of mine said that the Bible allows for divorce when someone breaks the vow of love and purity. Like, if there's an affair or if there's abuse, what qualifies?
That's a tough question. Has he hit you?
Hey, well, I think it was mine.
You need to be talking to him about this. Let him know that it's not acceptable. You can do some couples therapy. You must nurture the gift of marriage.
Nurture. Act. Okay. Thanks.
Well, thank you. It's good to see you.
Yeah,
Please,
absolutely. I'll get going.
call again sometime. Sorry about that, I was in a meeting. You know I can't answer the phone when I'm in a meeting. I know. I know. I know. I'm sorry. Please. Please cool down. I know. Yeah, I know. I'll take care of it. Don't worry. I'll be home. Yes. Yes. Okay. Hey. But please, I need to go. Right. I'll be home at 6. See you then. Alex. Jenny? Jenny! Acceptable? Acceptable. No. Forgiveness always. Forgiveness.
But some things are not acceptable.
Well, of course, but,
I'm supposed to accept all that yelling? Those insults?
well, insults are not part of a healthy marriage. You need to hold him accountable for that behavior.
I've always been told I can't change other people.
Of course, but people need to be held accountable for their behavior.
And shouldn't I be giving him grace?
Grace does not mean letting yourself get walked on. He needs to be held accountable for his behavior.
I just want my home to be my haven too, but I'm always walking on eggshells. I never know when he'll explode.
You must be prepared in season and out to speak truth and to love. You need to speak your truth.
How? How do I do that? I don't know what else to do.
Sounds like you could use some communication skills and assertiveness training.
Sure I could.
Yes, learning to love requires the presence of someone who is difficult to love. It takes skills that we must cultivate, like patience, self-control.
Self-control? He's constantly telling me to control myself. If I get too emotional, control yourself, but he's the one who can't control his tongue or his anger. And I'm the one with the control problem? For crying? I can't stop myself, it hurts. He says it's because he's passionate, and I know he is, but he says he loves me. That's why I get so jealous, but I don't know what I did.
Sounds like you both have skills to learn.
He says the meanest things. At least once a week he'll accuse me of looking at other men. I have no clue where he gets that idea. I don't. I don't talk to other men. Not even at church. I don't dare.
Well, even the best men do get jealous sometimes, but that should not result in angry outbursts. It sounds like he could use some anger management.
I agree. He gets so angry for talking to anyone. He doesn't even know I've come to talk with you. I mean, I trust you, but he doesn't want me to air our dirty laundry. I hardly even talk to my mom anymore.
Jenny, everyone needs a support system, and he should be your biggest supporter.
Yeah. Since we got married, I haven't seen my girlfriends much. It's been my everything. I love him so much, and I want to be there for him. I want to be the perfect wife.
Jenny, there's no such thing as the perfect wife. You're two flawed people, each bringing in your own baggage. You each, both of you, need to give a 100% and take accountability for your baggage.
So he has his stuff.
And you have yours. And you need to take responsibility for your baggage.
So he should be working on his stuff, not blaming me.
Exactly. But you can't make him work on his stuff. You can only talk to him about it and ask him to.
Yeah.
This is what gives us freedom. The truth will set you free. That you are not responsible for his stuff.
Wow.
See, this is what forgiveness does. Forgiveness helps us let go of that anger so we can be free from that fear.
Really? Is that really possible? No fear? I don't see how that can be.
Separate yourself emotionally by reminding yourself that he has got his stuff.
But I love him. I care for him.
Oh, sorry about that.
I should get going soon anyway.
Oh, well, it's been good talking to you. I hope it's helped.
I think so. It's given me some things to think about and maybe try and help.
So I found that forgiveness is an important part of my coping, but so is accountability.
I appreciate that. I'm still working on a lot of things.
No matter what, Jenny, always remember that you are loved and you are lovable. Always remember that.
Can I ask you one more thing?
Oh, of course.
A friend of mine said that the Bible allows for divorce when someone breaks the vow of love and purity. Like if there's an affair or if there's abuse. What qualifies as?
That's a tough question. Some say abuse is physical, but there's also mental, emotional, and verbal abuse. Sounds like some of the things that we talked about here today might be bordering on that. I'm not in your shoes, Jenny. I can't speak for you, but you need to be speaking clearly and letting him know that he needs to take responsibility for his behavior. Maybe do some couples therapy. If he wants to go, that might be a good sign.
I'll get going. Thanks.
Okay, we'll come again soon sometime. Hi, sorry about that. I was in a meeting. No, I don't always answer the phone when I'm in a meeting. You need to calm down. Thomas, I will be home at 6. Yes, don't worry. I will see you then. Unacceptable.
But some things are not acceptable.
Well, of course not, but
I'm supposed to accept all that yelling? Those insults?
Jenny, you should not be tolerating that behavior. It's ungodly. Scripture says that men are to love their wives as Christ loves the church.
I've always been told I can't change other people.
No, but you still have to hold him accountable for his behavior.
And shouldn't I be giving him grace?
Grace doesn't mean letting yourself get walked on.
I just want my home to be my haven too, but I'm always walking on eggshells. I never know when he'll explode.
Your home should be your haven. You must speak your truth and claim your rights.
How? How do I do that? I don't know what else to do.
You are both made in the image of God and therefore deserve complete respect and love.
But isn't he the head of the house? I should respect him.
And he is to be loving you. Is his behavior loving behavior?
No, I suppose not. But I know he loves me.
I'm sure he does in some distorted way.
What?
What I mean is he clearly has baggage, pains, hurts from his past trauma that have clearly twisted his perception of love. You probably do too. We all do to some extent. But our goal in life and in love is to align that perception and understanding to the love of God's. It starts with you loving yourself. Loving yourself enough to demand respect from others. Respect that is commanded by God, the Spirit of God that is within us. I don't hear a lot of love or respect in the way he's treating you.
He says the meanest things. At least once a week he'll accuse me of looking at him. I have no clue where he gets that idea. I don't talk to other men. Not even at church. I don't dare.
Well, jealousy is part of that trauma thing, perception thing. Spirit of jealousy can take over, but living in God's love means that the Spirit of God will overcome the spirit of jealousy.
I get so angry for talking to anyone. I mean, he doesn't even know I come to talk with you. I mean, I trust you, but he doesn't want me to air our dirty laundry. I hardly even talk to my mom.
That's simply not right. Everyone needs a support system.
It just makes me more mad.
Jenny, you should not be living in fear. There is no fear in love. He's supposed to support you. And if he's not going to support you, you need to find it somewhere. You are responsible for yourself, no matter what he thinks or how he feels. If he gets angry, that's his problem.
Yeah. Since we got married, I haven't seen my girlfriends much. It's been my everything. I love him so much, and I want to be there for him. I want to be the perfect wife.
Jenny, there is no such thing as the perfect wife. You're two flawed people, each bringing in your own baggage. You need to take care of and be accountable for your own stuff. If he doesn't like it, even if it hurts his feelings, you need to do that.
But I love him. I care for him.
No, of course you do, but really that's mostly chemicals. Feelings can get us into trouble, especially those molded by past trauma. Part of what distorts our perceptions. We really do better if we use our head and our rationale to work through our issues. So God gave us a brain.
So I shouldn't.
No, that's not exactly what I meant. What I meant is that, of course, you shouldn't have feelings. You're human. But you must not let yourself be run away with them. Scripture says, don't let the sun go down on our anger. That means that we are to work through our feelings to a rational decision.
That sounds rather cold and uncaring.
They sound like it, but really it's the healthiest love we can have. This is what gives us freedom on the inside. The truth will set you free. That you are loved and you are lovable. And it starts with loving yourself.
Okay, but what about forgiveness?
Forgiveness doesn't mean you have to walk down. Forgiveness starts on the inside. It's a benefit of letting go for your sake. Excuse me. Okay, sorry about that.
That's all right. I should be going soon.
Okay, well, it was good talking to you. I really hope it helped.
I think so. It's given me some things to think about. Maybe some things to try and help.
I forget, I found that love, starting with self-love, is part of my coping.
Appreciate that. I'm still working on a lot of things.
No matter what, Jenny, I want you to remember that you are loved, you are lovable. Always remember that.
Can I ask you one more thing?
Oh, absolutely, of course.
A friend of mine said that the Bible allows for divorce when someone breaks the vow of love and purity. Like, there's an affair or there's abuse. What qualifies as?
That's a tough question. Some people would say that any behavior that is not loving behavior does not contain respect or ultimately ends up hurting someone. It's abuse.
So,
I'm in your shoes, Jenny. I can't speak for you, but I'm concerned about some of the things we talked about today. You need to be loving yourself enough to respect yourself, speaking clearly, and holding him accountable for his behavior. But we need to separate for a while. Actions speak louder than words. Sometimes to be heard, often we need to act.
I'll get
Sorry
going.
about that. All right, well, it's been good talking to you. Please come again soon.
Thanks.
Sorry about that. I was in a meeting. You know I don't answer the phone when I'm in a meeting. Thomas! Unacceptable.